started, I'm just going to introduce you to all the members of our company, including their roles, so if you have any questions at the end, you can direct them to the correct person. So up here with me, I've got Steph, who's our director. Kirsty is half of our marketing team, and Kaylee is our financial manager. Then we also have Jess on the PowerPoint, she's our other marketing team. Andy is our stage manager and production manager. And then Libby, Jess, and Jade are our creative team for the performance. Also tell you that every single member of our company are actors. We might not always act in every performance, but we will double up on that role. So let's get started. Our manifesto is: we hope that by using a collaborative devising process, we will be able to create culturally accessible theatre that looks closely at the meaning of text and the spoken word. We hope to bring together different elements of performance with technological techniques in order to create a performance that holds meaning for a variety of different audiences. What that basically means is we aim, sorry, I'm really shaky, how strange. Our company's aim is to create devised work using a range of texts. Sometimes this might just be one plain text, or sometimes it might be a collaboration of texts. For example, plain monologues, political speeches, song lyrics, and the like. What our company aims to do is get the audience to question the preconceived meaning behind these texts, either by accompanying it or replying to it with another text, or changing the context in which the text is spoken. To do this, we aim to look at these texts using a variety of performance techniques, for example, technology, multimedia, or physical theatre. These aren't exclusive to every performance, and we might not use them all, but they're the sort of things that we like to use in our devising process. So I'm just going to pass you over to Steph, and he's going to talk about our audience demographic.
Yes, so our audience demographic is quite wide, as the text we will incorporate in our performances will range from previous up to present day. Now, they do offer a variety of texts with several meanings, yet which all reflect themes that are current today, e.g. power, fame, love, things that are current. Now, the beauty of a wide audience is that even if some are not familiar with the text in hand, they will be by the time they leave. And so if they come with a fresh pair of eyes, then even better, as they will not have they won't have preconceptions of the text. Yet even if they do have preconceptions, we do aim to break these down by offering a new perspective. Now, depending on the varying forms of performances that we have to offer, we will be performing to all ages. Now, we do aim to educate and change perspectives through contemporary practices. Now, I'll now pass you on to Kirsty to discuss our marketing scheme.
I'm just going to talk to you a bit about why we feel that LPAC will benefit from our production as a theatre. So, previous performances at the LPAC have already explored reinterpreted text or dissembled text, and these have included Stillhouse's Ours is the Fen Country, which was actually on last week, where they took interviews from people from the actual Fen and looked at how to change it into sort of a physical theatre way. Also 2 weeks ago, Michael Pinchbeck's The Trilogy was also on, which also looked at sort of the meaning of text and the way we view text and writing the written word. Then Filter Theatre last semester also returned with A Twelfth Night, and previously 2 years ago they had A Midsummer Night's Dream, and that was taking Shakespeare and sort of viewing it in a completely different way and using the text to sort of change how we see it and perceive it. With that particular show as well, it sort of was based around sort of people our age coming to view it and seeing Shakespeare in a different light. Chris Good and Company's Monkey Bars was also on last semester, and Craig Morrow has said that that was quite successful, so we feel that our performance, which would be based around sort of the similar thing with the text, would be beneficial to the LPAC. So as I said previously, we'd sort of look to put our audience out to students, because it could potentially link to modules that they're studying, and as well as for students as well. We know that we get the deals on tickets, and however, as Steph said previously, because we're looking at a lot of text, you know, there's something that a lot of people can relate to in a sense, like there's going to be something for everyone, hopefully. Also, as we're a young and fresh theatre company, and we're bringing in devised work, it could benefit the LPAC because artistic directors like to take risks to see what audiences like and what they want to look at, and if anything does need to be changed, because we're devising it, if we wanted to perform this sort of in the future, then, you know, there's the chance for us to change and work on it if it isn't correct. So I'm going to pass you on to Kaylee to talk a bit about the finance now.
Within any company, financial planning is extremely important, and it should be noted that for the purposes of this talk, we are only speaking about one performance, because at the moment we have no plans to talk further. initial discussions, we feel that the main bulk of our funding should go into marketing and gaining the rights for the speeches and texts that we wish to use, as you can see from the graph over there. This is because after preliminary talks, we feel that many of the props and sets that we would like to use to create our performances will be available to us from theatres. So it's due to the generosity of the Lincoln Performing Arts Centre that we feel able to focus our money in these specific areas. This, however, is a very early breakdown of our financial spending, and since we're early on in the devising process, we are expecting this to change. But by having ongoing research and by planning for fundraising in case we do need more money, we feel that we will be able to adjust our expenditure in order to meet these changes sufficiently. Back to Steph, who will talk about our initial ideas.
Yeah, so our initial performance ideas, it is a collaborative process at the moment. Now we are just undertaking and just using innovative thinking to each offer our own perspective and just be creative with our ideas. This will eventually just produce a clearly structured piece of theatre that offers a diverse set of texts, like I said earlier, that correspond with one another and relate to the audience. Now, our initial concept of looking closely at the text has proved effective thus far through workshopping in the pictures. And once taken out of context, we can then interpret the text in various forms. This is just the early stages of what we're doing at the moment. So thank you very much.